just my shuttle driver on a rainy Sunday morning here in Calgary, but pretty much my favorite car I've seen all weekend. What year is it, Zach?
94.
94. GS, LS?
Yes.
Nice. All right, let's go. Rick, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
I'm so happy that you came here. Give me a handshake.
This is a mecca for anybody who, not even just detailers, but people who are into cars. Welcome to the RAD Garage. So to the untrained eye from Street View, this just looks like a typical two-car garage. But behind the scenes, we have what you would definitely believe to be the greatest collection of Adams products that anybody in Calgary or Alberta or maybe even Canada has in their home garage. So Rick, tell me, let's start over here on this side. Quick jacks, right? I know the story on these, but that's your tried and true preferred kind of method for getting, undercarriages and wheel wells and all of that, right?
That works really well for them.
A little bit about, how you decide what to put where in the garage.
Oh yeah, good question. So this is really, I just put these up actually. There's really not a lot of rhyme or reason to it. These shelves are great for, they're from IKEA actually, for holding those gallon size. And then I had some extra bottles in my cabinet, but I just like the way they look.
Right.
I like looking at it. It's very satisfying to me to see.
Brush for every occasion.
And some.
And some. I don't even know where to start with this. So give me a highlight of, tell me about two brushes, an example of what that would be used for.
Okay, so this is my newest brush. This is a very stiff bristle brush that I'm now using instead of this brush. This is my favorite brush. I use that for tires, carpets, whatever you want, but this one is really interesting.
Let's see that. Wow, that is stiff bristle. Yeah. So
it's like a parts cleaning brush, but it's not white.
What's hidden behind the scenes in the cabinets? Is this your microfiber towel collection or what's going on in here? I'm just taking a wild guess. Yeah. All right, because I didn't see towels out and about. Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So I just recently reorganized that. So there's my paint. This is glass and a little extra paint. And then these are sort of more utility. And then
let's talk about your entertainment. This is a question I didn't get around to asking you, but there's a TV in here. Yeah. So I know you watch hockey in here and you have your audio set up, usually on the go. What's usually playing here? If it's not sporting events, what do you entertain yourself?
I used to love detailing to 90s hair rock.
Okay.
But I've recently fallen in love with the Stingray Rock Alternative channel. Helps me feel like I'm still somewhat in touch with what's happening in the music world.
This is the fun part. So we've got some really elements of Rick's past. So the Cadillac that we talked about earlier, Pontiac, of course. Interesting that you came from the rear-wheel drive GM family to German SUV. Yeah. But a little bit about kind of the model collection, just some of the kind of knick-knacky stuff over here. Yeah,
so things just come, like this was a gift from a student. And then when I bought a couple cars, the dealer gave me these little things. It's not like I set out and said, oh, I'm gonna go get that to display. These are just things that have come into my life.
Workbench, you're got probably your typical tools that a lot of people have in their garage.
Oh, well, let's just show that off.
Okay.
The winter months, I have to try to keep myself busy. There's not as much detail going on, so I recently bought some of this Kaizen foam.
Ooh.
And customized my layout. I just love this.
Really? So this lets you actually slice around what you're going to be storing. If something's missing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And when you slam a door shut, things stay
Don't move around, right.
But it also helped me sort of vet my tool collection, like if I'm going to spend time cutting you out a spot, you need to be
worth keeping, if you had a duplicate of something, you could ditch it.
It keeps me from buying tools that I don't need.
More Adams stuff here. Again, stuff that's being in progress. But man, a solution for every problem.
I tell you, my favorite is this Cars and Coffee.
Oh.
For the way it performs, and just for the look of it, and for the smell of it.
I would take a swig of that right now if it were edible. Does it really have coffee scent to it? Ooh, yum. You know what that reminds me? So the wheel dressing I've used, or the tire dressing I've used, is like grape jelly.
Well, the other night I used megafoam for the first time.
Yeah.
It smells like bubblegum. I was not one who sat down at the beginning and drew any of this out in my mind or even on paper. It's just been a steady evolution.
Right.
And every time I think, yes, I'm done, there'll be another little thing that comes up, and well, now I got to move this, and that's part of the fun for me.
Yeah, it is, and it keeps things interesting, and especially because now you have, you know, hundreds of people who wait for your next update, and what can you do next to keep them engaged, you know?
Yeah.
And I think spicing it up a little bit from time to time is kind of what keeps those of us that are watching you coming back.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if there's one specific element of the garage that really you fulfilled a massive, you know, achievement unlocked feeling when you built that or got that or, you know, completed that element of the project. Is there anything you're particularly proud of?
My mind goes quickly to the floor. I love the look of this floor. I love how it functions for me. It doesn't function well for everybody,
right?
But for what I do and my purposes, this is a really well conceived floor. The car detailing is great because it helps me also with the videos. Right? I don't need to make videos, but I really have always enjoyed filmmaking. So that's why those two hobbies really help support each other.
Absolutely. So my friend Zach brought me here, and he's local to the area, but when we pulled in, there was no question which house we were looking for because garage door was open, and we saw this dramatic, you know, immaculately laid out workshop or theater. And I have to imagine that your neighbors sometimes catch the door open and will peer out of this corner of their eye and say, what in the hell is in that? Yeah. So what do your neighbors say about it?
I love the reactions. So many different reactions. Okay, so there's some guys that'll drive by and they don't want to look.
Yeah.
Right? They're just, I'm not looking.
Yeah.
And I'll be sitting in here, I'll be watching them, purposely not looking. Yeah. I get it. Don't hate. Yeah. Sometimes people will ride by and they'll just be like, beautiful garage. You know, it's really helped me meet the people in my neighborhood.
Right. The last thing I was going to ask is just kind of, to those of us who are just hobbyist detailers, you know, we're not preparing a car for the Pebble Beach Concord Elegance. We're not showing it in a showroom, so to speak. How do you strike a balance in knowing and having a comfort level like, this is my daily driver, my expectations have to be here. Yeah. You know, and you obviously are driving this SQ5 daily. So, you know, how do you train yourself to know and be comfortable? Hey, a little dirt's okay, it's winter, you know. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
It's been, yeah, that's interesting. I love that question. I've had it before and my answer's changed over the years, but I am realistic more than I think people think, right? Just like anything, like there's days where my laundry's piled up just like everybody else. My car is as dirty as every other car on the road in the middle of winter. It's tough, and I think the videoing, I think, is part of my therapy with that. The great thing about that is, in this garage environment, when I sell a car, I think I've sold 4 cars out of this garage, and it's always been to the first person who came and looked. They can't refuse, and I've, you know,
I believe it.
I've been really lucky with that.
Do you sell souvenirs yet, or, you know, swag?
The gift shop will be open later.
Just for a quick pick, Zach's gonna throw the Acura Vigor in here into Rick's garage.
Yeah, keep angling it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
So we're just cruising back to the place I'm staying at, but my first time ever in a Canadian Acura Vigor 94. Of course, it has to be a 5-speed. You've even upgraded your gauge lights to be a custom color. Check out this footwell lighting.